I read it all.
Tell you, but marriage wasn't around forever. It was just a restaurant and then she like, will you marry me? You be like, no.
Bro, in that situation,
They know you're hungry and don't know where they want to eat.
they tell you they hate you and don't want to see you. He sounded good, man. I'm good. Right. I know what I'm doing here.
Black man's routine in here. You know, we got Bruce, Raren, Meek. When we got new guests, this is Rel. Rel, I ain't warn you, but you do gotta do a little introduction to yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta do your occupation and all that, but relationship status, kids or not, and whatever else you want to share.
Alright, you know, my name Rel. I definitely do got a girl, and I do got a beautiful son at home. And you know, I'm just here to talk about the facts.
Alright, bet. So we done got a topic already. So it's would you get married? Like right now, like.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Like, would you get married? No matter about who, but the way the system's set up with when they get married.
I would absolutely get married. My situation golden.
I'm not talking about the situation specific. I'm just.
He's talking about the situation.
Just period.
Like,
You said right now.
Yeah, right now, today.
Right now, today, I would.
You would go get married like today.
I would not get married today. Or today, tomorrow. Like in the next few weeks. No, thank you.
No, I mean like, if all right, that's not your personal like where you stand in life, but the state of marriage.
Right,
I don't believe in the state of marriage because it's a business proposal. It's not about love.
It is a business proposal.
It's not. It's a business agreement you entering into. It's not about love. Why do you need a piece of paper to state you love somebody?
No, that's not. No, but it's not about love, bro. It's like even with the person that you love and you plan on spending your life with, you have to know that they are a good business partner as well as a good lover. Like they're not just that. So why not? Like, what's the point? And it protects. Like it don't protect you.
The only person
it protects her. It does protect you because y'all can write out your own agreement, what y'all want in y'all. It don't have to be the basic. This is what marriage is, yo. You can write out your fucking
anything.
Yeah, how y'all want to split, if things, all of that shit, like beforehand. So it's like it's up to you how you want it to go. It's not a set. Like I think that's the biggest problem. Everybody look at marriage and they look at like it's just a template. Like this is what it is. Mm-hmm. No, for each individual person or people involved, it's a different marriage. Marriage means something different to those individual couples. It's not like my shit shouldn't be nothing like y'all's because neither one of y'all is in my marriage. So like that's like I think that's the biggest problem, that everybody looking at each other and trying to use each other as templates instead of just living their own fucking life and doing what they would like to do and the things that they enjoy with their partner, instead of like today being on the gram and saying, damn, everybody doing this, I want to go here. Like, sorry to veer off, but that's like even going into traveling and vacation. People look at what everybody else do. And they're like, oh, I want to go there because they went there. This is what I see. Like I'm telling people, I'm taking my girl to Belize. Niggas like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, y'all gotta get y'all geography up, bro, because like y'all only see or know about things that y'all see other people doing.
Right.
Like y'all gotta learn and expand your mind.
Right, that's true. Everyone want to go to Florida. Everyone want to go because that's what they see. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Real quick though, to go back to marriage. So just so we can get everybody, we're gonna do a yes and no thing. So, would you get married?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you get married?
Yeah, I would get married.
Would you get married?
I would probably get married. Yeah.
No.
The idea of marriage is
not getting
it's
married.
always just the fact that people involved in it fuck it up.
And me, would you? You already said you would get married.
I would get married.
All right. So I think we should start with the no man. I mean,
The reason why I'm not getting married and I don't think I'm going to get married is because, like, some people got debt, and then when you get married, they become your debt.
Because I have $30,000 in credit card debt.
I mean, clear that shit up.
Clear your throat, Mahomes.
But that was a double entendre right there because I was talking about that's but I'm just saying, literally, like, if y'all plan on getting married and you know that,
Y'all gotta get
work
all
on
that
it.
shit situated.
It ain't like, yo, You got problems, I got problems. Let's
Right.
start problems.
You're not jumping into
That's not how
you
it's
should
work.
already know what you're getting into.
Right.
before
Right,
you
yeah,
even
I
take that
know,
step.
I know what I'm getting into, and that's why.
Right, so that's why y'all that's why y'all gotta fix that first before y'all be like, all right, we're gonna get married.
But that goes back to what I'm saying though. If you love somebody, why do you have to get married?
Okay.
I could throw a wedding and not actually get officially married. I could throw a ceremony. We don't have to get married
You're right.
to be together forever.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just saying, marriage to me is in the eyes of somebody else.
If I get booked, I want some
Capitalizing.
coochie together. Fuck all of that.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
that.
I'm just leaving it alone.
That's a whole different situation.
Right there, nigga.
You get married to work around the system.
I don't care about your ceremony and getting, you know, only that government approved marriage is getting you some money. Go back, plan here. But like I was saying, unless you want it from me.
I ain't going to jail. I mean, they gonna take me dead,
Bro,
bro.
people
I'm
go
not
to jail
going
every day
long.
for stuff they ain't even do.
Hey, man. Right, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna catch me on the run.
Like for me, right?
But I'm just playing.
I mean- Marriage. I feel like marriage provides that, like what Bruce was saying earlier, going back to like having kids. If I wasn't having kids, I don't know. I never really thought about that, so I had to think about that. But I plan to have kids and I want to have a family. So yes, getting married, I feel like that provides the structure for me and my kids.
Security to
And-
be in your kid's life.
Yeah, exactly.
Security for everybody.
That is the main part. But the main part is if you have kids, is to be in your life because.
I mean, you
as
can
he
be in
said-
your kid's life without being married.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
if
after
she
these
decided that you
females,
not,
the way they are, when y'all not married or whatever, the fact that they they know you're not with them no more, it's like you're not allowed to see your kids, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. But at the end of the day, they're not doing it for the kid, they're doing it to please them.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like the
Like
whole
you
idea.
basically saying like how the baby mom baby dad
Yeah,
situation.
like-
Like you basically have rights because you're married. You know what I mean? To see your child. Come on, not as you please, but you will. It's more leeway to see your child. You know, I would
yeah.
to see it if y'all would. You know,
That goes
get
back
divorced
to
or
picking
anything.
your mate though. If you pick the wrong mate, the wrong things.
But you don't know.
Yes, no, bro. I don't.
That
I
doesn't
don't
really-
know, bro.
The reason why I used to 100% stand with that, but then life happens.
Right.
And then people change because
Right.
of these
There you
events
go.
in life. And I'm not like chemically in your mind, you can't control that. Like shit happens to where people really go through a lot of depressions, a bunch of other shit where they become
Right,
different.
Like I can't.
And
yeah.
your actions and everything is gonna be influenced on that. And you can't dictate that. You can't predict that.
Yeah, I can't
None
predict
of that.
how
So it's
anybody
like
gonna react, bro.
Right.
Like if I was to break up with, if I'm with my girl today and we get married and everything, all that, and all of a sudden like we break up for whatever reason, I cheat on her, or whatever. If she chose to like take the sticky route, which is being a hateful baby mom and all that shit, I don't like. I'm not gonna like it, and I don't want to say I can't blame her, but I don't know how she's gonna react to that. Like, I don't know how she's gonna take that mentally. Like, everybody's different. You know, of course, we got a way that we want them to handle it, like just take it on the chin and we co-parent or whatever. But she may feel like that, and I'm not saying that's right, because that shit definitely not right. Like, women, holding their child as ransom to the fucking baby dad, like that shit corny and all that. But I mean, I don't know what place they really coming from, so I can't. I can't say. It's like Bruce said, you can't really predict how somebody gonna react, and you can't really pick your mate because you don't know how they're gonna react in the future.
Right.
You don't know how
You don't know who
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
turn
be
into.
in the future.
But marriage, you can look save
you
any
can
of
look at
that though.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, you have more.
If she decides to break up with you, get a divorce, and take the child, then
Bro,
you're still
divorce
gonna
is
have
still
a
stands.
but-
It still stands once that marriage
You still
is.
have more lead right to
You have more right to your
As
kids.
long as you want a birth certificate, you have your rights.
But-
and once your child is first born, you do not have any rights. The rights belong to the state. You have to apply for the rights.
but, bro,
The child is born as a child of ward of the state, not of your child. It's better the state. You have to go and claim your rights as a parent. So getting married doesn't help that. You don't need none of that to get your rights as a parent. You go get your rights, and then if y'all break up, y'all decide to go your separate ways, you still have your rights, and you're still listed as the dad.
But you will have no custodial rights unless you marry.
Now,
That's
you
the-
don't need to be married to have custodial rights.
Hot and ready, boy.
Yeah, you ain't got the.
Hot
Said
and
everyone
ready.
that passed over there.
This is what made me 100%.
Yeah, no, because Bruce came to me with this like I don't know how we got to this topic, but Bruce
Bruce
came
really
in
got 100%.
But that's what I just said though.
No, but
Everything, the first sentence is what I just said.
But
If you are an unmarried father, you will need to establish parental rights to provide that you are, in fact, the father of the child.
Yeah,
That's
but you will never
literally-
get custodial rights unless you're married.
No, you can. That doesn't not what this say.
Keep reading.
Without establishing parental rights, an unwed father has no
I'm
legal
gonna
right
bring this up on the stream. Y'all don't worry about it. Y'all
to
go.
a child in relation to children custody, visitation, and other decisions. But
I
it
don't
doesn't
have to
say.
do none of that. If I have that nuclear family set up where my wife is in home, everything I need in home, my family in home, fuck do I need to go anywhere else for? When I automatically get those rights for being the married father, I don't have to go through the court.
Right.
I don't have to do none of that. No white man can tell me
Yeah,
how to go
basically-
about my children if I'm married.
Basically, that right
That's
is
the
already
reason
yours.
why I want to be married, because I don't want
Right,
to put
the
the
right is
court
already
in.
yours.
The court is already involved when we get that legal document to be
so I see
married.
what you're saying, bro.
But
he's saying, like,
I
you
don't
have to-
need, like, I don't have to go
you
through
don't have
family
to do all
courts
that.
or none of that extra shit once I'm married. I'm the
Regardless
father.
if
That's
they're
just like,
divorced
nigga,
or anything.
it don't matter with my, bro, I can have a chick,
saves a
I
lot
can
of
have a
headache.
kid with a
That
chick.
saves a lot of
I go to court and all of that. And once she get married, he's still the legal father of that child, bro. So it's like, I still gotta battle with that again.
Yeah, dog.
Why go through that?
That saves a lot of headache. No, you're
Why
right.
all of that when I can have everything I want in home? Like my mom and my dad wasn't raised, like I mean they wasn't married, but I was raised in a nuclear, like in a home. Like I was raised in a home with my grandma and my grandpa. Man, they was 100%. But you putting yourself on the block where you gotta put yourself at mercy of the white man. If you're not going to be married, you're putting yourself at mercy of family.
Yeah,
All you have to do is sign a birth certificate.
But
It
not even-
clearly says that in this.
But after-
but that's
But you
getting
still,
your rights.
to
That's
get no, you still would have to go to court and file for rights because they wouldn't be there'd be a ward of the state and not of you. But if you're a married man, all of those rights go directly to you. You wouldn't
They
have
don't
to
go
do that.
they go directly to you and your wife.
Right,
They
but
automatically go to
it's
her.
my family. I
But
don't
if you
have to do-
establish yourself on a birth certificate
Right.
at birth.
it goes to y'all too, but as
Damn.
But as the man being unmarried, you would have to still go to court because you have no custodial
Did you
rights.
read that?
Yes.
You don't. You do have custodial rights
No, you
once
don't.
you sign the birth certificate.
No, you don't.
It says it in
Bro,
there.
no, we
Bro,
don't.
you have to read.
Bro, I read it
Read
all.
this
I
fundamental.
read it all. I read it
They
all.
tell you the easiest way to claim this is to put your name on a birth
That's to
certificate.
establish paternity. That doesn't give you
Right? And then
custodial
read
rights.
read what you just told me to read, and then read what paternity rights mean.
That nigga busting out the research. Everybody go look.
I use this research.
Nah, I'm talking about my son.
All I'm saying is I'm on my child's birth certificate,
Right.
so there's nothing she can say to tell me I'm not the dad.
No, not
So-
to say that you're
so
not
if
the
she
dad,
decides
but
that
she
she
got
wants-
100%. If she decides,
No,
I want to
if
get
I
up
can
and
decide-
leave, you can't, and she can take the child.
No.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
Yes, she
No, she
can.
can't.
Yes, she
She
can.
has to hold
Yes, she
No,
can.
she don't have to. She don't
She
have
do.
to. She don't have to
Bro,
tell
I
you.
signed the birth certificate, so
They
we're
don't
both
matter.
equal parents.
Bro, it doesn't matter,
It's
bro.
something in
You
the-
see,
it's something in the
they're gonna say all of that, but I see that shit happen a million times, bro. You still sign the birth certificate, they
Right,
still say all of that,
but
but at the
you
end of the
can't
day,
just
she
leave
still
and have
had
your child
more
and
rights
not
more
say
than you,
goodbye.
bro. If she get up today and decide, okay,
Married or not, she still has more rights
nah,
than
she
you.
still had more rights. More than you.
Married or not.
So she's
married
gonna
or
have
not,
the right
still
to do
has
whatever she wants more than you.
Married or not, that's the case.
Yeah, but if you married, you get more rights. That's the whole point.
What more rights?
you
Yeah,
become the
yeah,
head.
You're the head of the
You read
household,
statement,
right?
if you, as long as you're there and you go and you claim that you're the parent at birth, which is the birth certificate, you have your parental rights.
What I'm saying is,
There is no different parental rights for unmarried and married people. There's different parental
Alright,
rights.
Custodial rights go to the mother. If you're unmarried, custodial rights go to the mother, period. That's what I'm talking about. Custodial rights.
But if
We have-
you sign the birth certificate,
Custodial
y'all
rights still gonna go
y'all
to the
both got
mom.
equal share.
Unless you're married, custodial rights go to the mother.
That's not what that document
That's-
you showed me said.
Bro.
It said you get your parental rights if you sign the birth certificate. I'm just saying, I'm there. I'm listed as the child's father. It's not unknown.
I'm just letting you know how it really go, bro. And it says it here.
Says custodial right is the legal right to keep, control, guard, care for, and preserve a child.
Right.
And that goes to the mother.
that goes to the mom all the
It goes to the
time, bro.
mom.
That's
That
different
always
for
goes to the
parental
mom,
rights.
bro. Unless Bruce said you can prove that the mom is not stable to take care of the kid. Like she's doing
By
some
law,
sketchy shit,
custody of a
she's
child is
on drugs and stuff. That's
automatically
the only-
granted to the unwed mother.
Right.
Right.
Automatically. Granted by the unwed mother, bro. I know this.
That's always how it is.
Mother-child right. Like these are rights that women have.
Custodial parent is the parent that lives with the child for their minor child for all.
By law, if you're not married, those rights go to the mother.
That's always how it is.
That's all I'm saying is I'm eliminating the arguments, all of that extra shit. You're not telling me the future of my child.
Only have visitation rights, but it doesn't say nothing about married or unmarried, and this is custodial.
Unwed? What are you talking about? Unwed means unmarried.
No, I said it don't say nothing about that in this.
By law,
a custodial parent is the parent that lives with and cares for their minor child for all or most of the time.
forget
And that's
legality.
me.
Forget legality, bro.
Right, but
forget
by
legality.
custody of the
It's just
child.
mother. You're not a mom, bro. You're a man.
However, in instances in which there is not in the child's best interest, in which case the unwed biological father of the child has a right to pursue custody.
Right, and that,
But
right, and that's you're going to court.
That's
You're going to go to
You
the
gotta go to a court.
No, I don't. To go to get to what
So basically what you're saying is if you get
I'm talking about keeping my nuclear family together. I'm not talking about doing all of that. That was never. But that was never on the table. That was never on the table. Getting divorced was never on the table. He just asked, "Do you want to get married?" I said yes because I don't want to go through that.
Okay, but I don't
Now we can bring that up as the next thing. Like, oh, well, if you was to get divorced, you would have to go through that. Cool, but I'm not even worried about that because I'm not worried about getting divorced at all. Because me getting married is me. This is the person I chose to spend my life with. We trying to make this work. I ain't even think about.
So basically, that's not a worry.
That's not a worry at all.
You gotta think about.
I'm worried about having to go through that from the jump. Like I don't want to have to deal with that.
Right.
Removing that off the table.
Because first,
Right from the beginning.
So
that
that
trauma is out the way.
so that
So we
means at
can
that
focus
point-
on the family from the beginning.
How is that out the way?
But what do you mean how is out the way?
How
For
is
one, I
that
don't ever
out the way?
That's not my baby mom from the jump.
That's your wife, bro. That's
still
still
is the
important.
mother of your child.
Yeah,
That's
right.
your baby mom.
It's not my baby mom.
No.
This is how it's the mother of your
Nah,
child.
This is not my
You're
bastard
married.
child.
You're married,
One,
bro.
this is not
That
my
is
bastard
just-
child.
Okay, but that
This is
doesn't mean
a
that's
completely
your
different.
child.
It's a completely different thing. And like,
Camera cut off.
but that don't matter.
But
It's the same thing.
as you can
No,
see,
it's
the
not. Fraternity go to women,
conversation
bro.
and kind of-
just like that. Like
They
that's
go
not.
to the birth. They go to the fucking birth
If you
certificate.
can, no, it goes to women. And everybody know that. This is why niggas don't be wanting to get married and everything because marriage is stacked against men and all of the shit is for women. Like they're incentivized and they incentivized to get married and leave. That's why men don't be wanting to get married. But at the end of the day, the nuclear family works. And that's why it's been around for thousands of years. The rest of the shit don't work. It's chaos without it.
Yeah.
So
Man.
that's why I would say marriage because that's the only thing that like what works for you, it works for you. But what's proven over thousands of years is that this is a stable way of keeping the family together.
Right, and this
It's
is
a
even
stable way.
before they came up with the concept of marriage.
Yeah.
People stayed together. They didn't have to get married. You don't have to get married to
We
be
don't.
a nuclear
No.
family.
There was always marriage. This is a West. You think about the Western concept of marriage, like having the government.
There
involved.
wasn't always marriage.
There
Kids
was-
didn't get married.
I mean, like we don't know that.
You
For
go,
one, they,
you go grab a bitch by her hair and
Bro,
take her to your cave.
For one, they wasn't even human. If you gonna go by the Neanderthals wasn't human.
Hey,
So
bro.
like we not talking about them.
I'm just saying, marriage wasn't always around. Somebody fought that up.
I mean, but that's
Somebody fought that
that's
up.
an extreme.
Marriage,
But
but marriage wasn't around forever. It was just
to prove a point.
No, I'm not proving. I'm just
You
proving
use
that
an
marriage
extreme
wasn't around all
example.
the time.
You went to cavemen to prove a point, bro.
Not just cavemen, other places.
That's an extreme ass example to prove a point, which otherwise would be like that's bullshit. If you got to go to the extreme to prove a point,
I don't see how
bullshit.
that's the extreme where
Bro,
this.
you went to cavemen to where there's
But
no actual.
all I'm
record
saying
of these
is,
niggas.
marriage is something man made up.
Right, but it works. That's what I'm talking about.
You don't have to get married to make it work. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
I live in a very beautiful home with my beautiful girlfriend,
Right, and the
we
first
did not have to get married.
Right, and the first thing when we asked you, you talked about having ceremonies where you didn't have to bring the white man involved. And now it's just like, oh, now you just don't do it at all. It's like, where you staying,
I
bro?
don't do it at all. I just said you don't have to do
Right.
it. I said marriage is man-made, and that's what the marriage is
What you upset about? I want to get married. You won't. That's fine.
You get married. Have
Hold on,
fun.
hold on. I think we're the whole.
I think
But what I'm saying is it works.
Hold on, yeah.
Since civilization got together, marriage works.
Hold on.
Civilization is not a good
Hold on,
place
bro.
to start about
Y'all
anything.
take it down a
Why
little
not?
bit. I think this whole thing
running.
Hold on, bro. I think this whole thing is going on because you don't want to get married. So that's just the big issue. We understand. You don't want to get married. But from our perspective, we see it from a different way.
Right. And I
Okay,
don't have
so
no problem
let's
with
just
that.
put it at that part then. We don't need to, you feel me? We good.
No, it was never going.
No, it was never that.
I'm just saying.
I can understand how he feel like oh shit, like
Nah, you
I
just-
ain't gonna be there. It was
I'm not talking about all that. I'm just saying.
It's just normal energy.
I'm gonna say it was never ever.
I know it's not normal for you, but it's normal.
Nah, bro, it's not even about that. I'm just saying. You don't
Yeah, I feel you though.
Nah, but like-
yellow shit is put on.
But when it comes to the thing, like yeah, you don't have to do it. It is but for the woman, right? It's all about her security. And if you want her that bad, why not give her the security? Why are you thinking about you? Because in the real shit, in a relationship, you shouldn't think about yourself. It's all about what you can give. It's like being in an organization. When y'all both giving y'all all to it, the organization pay back. So it's like, why are you worried about what you getting out of it anyway? You should be worried about what you can do for it, not what you getting out of it.
Okay.
In my organization, my son come first, then my lady, then me.
Yeah, you built your organization around your boy, but that's cool. It's all about what y'all can do for him now.
Right.
So my thing, oh cool.
And then then after that, I do what I can for her.
Right,
And then
because-
after that, I do what I can for me.
Right, but in the instance of it, you don't come last because from her perspective, it should be the same way. Him, you, then her.
Right.
Because then neither one of she ain't gotta even worry about herself because you're putting her before
Right,
you.
because you both
And
building on each
you don't
other.
gotta ever worry about you leaving yourself out because she's putting you before her. And that's a perfect relationship. But
We
the
don't
way
need
the
that.
world works and the way these chicks scandalous as fuck, so we're not even about to act like they perfect or none of that. But the way, because I know men, I'm not a woman, so I can't just speak on how women move on every day. I know dudes, I talk to men, I know how we talk, I know how we are. They need security. They need security. I know dudes that got in a relationship in the same day trying to hit something new. Like, just got it, trying to hit something new that same day. So it's like, yeah, they need security, bro. And if you feel disrespected because a woman telling you, I don't trust you that much to put my life in your hands, then hey, feel that type of way. Feel that type of way because
You might not be the man for
you ain't
her.
about to put your life in her hands either. At the end of the day, if you the leader, you gotta lead. So how you gonna put your life in her hands?
Well, as a leader, that means you the man out front, so you definitely put your life in her hands
I ain't worried about
by
what
having her have your back.
Right, the only thing behind me is what I got, what I'm protecting. Outside of that, I ain't worried about being protected.
All right, just real quick to go back to marriage. Mary, why do you want to get married? I want to ask you.
I agree with the same thing Bruce said. That's the only reason.
Like,
That's when protecting my rights.
right.
Yeah, like shit. I seen that stuff happen a million times, bro. Where
I mean,
where
it's
female,
like,
bro,
but,
like
y'all two with the kids, so y'all got kind of conflicting ideas. So that's why I'm asking you.
it's all about my kid, bro. I want to have the rights to see my kid whenever I want to see my kid. That's the best thing that ever happened in my whole life, bro. I want to spend every single moment I can with my kid.
That's why my kids stay with me.
Stay with him too, but
Stay with me too.
My girl, you know, she go to work most of the time, and I stay home with my son. I raise him. So it's not like I have to worry about her putting anything in his head or nothing,
Oh,
because
no,
that's
it's
my
not.
man, you know, that's my homie. And on top of that, I don't gotta worry about her because she coming home to take care of my homie. So, like,
No, you
there's
gotta-
nothing for us to worry about, and that the marriage thing is just something that we don't need to keep our security intact. Cause she's secure with me as I'm secure with her.
But as he said, you don't know
Do you-
what's gonna happen down the
do you
line.
have-
Mind changes. You feel me? Like
is she your beneficiary? Is she your attorney of power? Because if something was to happen to you
That's true. That's true. That's pretty true.
today, the emergency room not letting her back there to see you if you're in the ICU because she's not your wife. And if something was to happen to you and they want to pull the plug on you, she can't say no. So are you going to give her the power to keep you around and protect you?
Yeah.
Since y'all, you know, you got to do it.
you
You
don't
can't
have to
say,
get married
but you
to
got to
give her
go do
that.
it. But you ain't do it yet, did you? That's why I asked you.
We got a lot of things in place, yes, but not about power of attorney. 'Cause I don't plan on needing that for right now.
But you don't know what's going to happen in life. That's exactly what that's another thing. Like, you don't, and also you can, I've watched this happen a million times. family love a girl. They all there, they know what it is. They know that this man will put her before everybody. And then the moment something happened to this dude, he died, the family greedy, they fighting for shit. The nicest people that was never this way. People that you can vouch for.
Right.
Like be like, oh, they will never do this.
See, that's
turn
the whole
into
point.
evil people and your wife get left in the fucking streets because you didn't leave shit for her, because she wasn't your wife. She got left and bit out like she had nothing. I watched DJ wife, that happened to DJ wife. I watched that shit happen to a million people. And people knew that. They got married on a Muslim tip, but you know that's the government don't recognize it. So the family did this nut shit, took all the money from his case, from the cop shit and all of that. They took that, they took his cribs, car, all that shit. When that shit went to his wife. All like
our Lisa's child.
Nipsey Hussle.
Our Lisa's
Nipsey
child.
Hussle. Look at Laura London.
Yeah.
She gets nothing.
Yeah.
She was his wife for years. Like
DMX wife.
I mean, like they had a spiritual fucking reunion.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm not looking for nobody my age to get anything from me. Everything that's going from me is getting passed forward. And the only person forward from me is my son.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The thing is, even if you passing it forward, right?
He's not of age, so now he's need a guardian, which will be who?
His mother.
Right. Which means that the money stays where it's supposed to be. That's our plan.
Right.
Alright, as far as that, I'll talk to you about the more personal tip off there. But on the legal tip,
I know about this because my grandpa just passed away, and
but that's the security that the woman needs. If you not like, you know how much shit
y'all both can talk to that because
like
we're going through the same
you know
thing
how
right
much
now.
shit you like you say you got things in place but you ain't get everything done. You know how much like a marriage you ain't got to do nothing. It's all done.
Yeah. It's already secure. You feel me? That's the basic point.
Like you say, you paying it forward, even if the mom, like who you think got it?
You basically ain't got to worry about
like
all
you don't
that.
got to do It's right there. The family together. It's like the idea of the nuclear family. Is
everything just falls.
It's the people involved that
just falls to your life.
No, it's cool because I think my wife might make mistakes with this money. I wanted to father my son. It's his, not hers. I didn't work for her to have this. I worked for him to have it.
Right, but your son is not even one, so you got to think about him making it to the point where he can.
Right, just like nobody in this room is married. Like we gotta make it to that point where we get married, so we could get these things in the right.
That's why I said like my reason for wanting to get married would be because if I had kids.
Right, but see me personally, I know how the legal system works, and my assets is going to my son.
Right now, I'm just talking about from 1 to 18. You gotta think about how he's gonna live from 1 to 18. Like. He get everything at 18, but from 1 to 18, he got to live to that. Like that's what I'm talking about. He got to live through that. And are you gonna leave it to where he get everything at 18, and he got to rely on one income from his mom and only from his mom from the time that he's 1 to 18, or are you gonna make it easy for him from the time that he's 1 to 18?
Make it easy for him.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like are you gonna leave it to where it's his and yeah, somebody can oversee it, but can't be really touched until he's of age.
Right.
And then that's really not helping him live his life.
Yeah,
like, are you gonna leave him and his mom to struggle being a single mom?
What are you
Without
saying?
the
Basically,
resources?
if you was to be out the picture and everything that you got right now, it can't go to your son because he can't legally make any decisions, and they won't like that's just how the state works. So he's saying is. Your girl is basically gonna be a single mom out here. Regardless of what you got, she can't use nobody can touch her.
Right. What you was doing when you was there, now it's
they
just
talk about the benefits of being married. Like that's one of the benefits of being married. Like if God forbid you were to pass tomorrow, but you was married, your wife get all your shit. So like your girl get all your shit. So you good. Like your son good. Like whatever you have, everything.
Those assets are available.
Yeah. Like you ain't gotta worry about all that.
But before it get to my son, it gotta go through her debts. Cause you just can't give somebody a lot of money and not end up clearing your debts.
But y'all together. But if y'all together at that point, right? Yeah. But y'all together at that point, all that shit is.
Well, certain people went to college, certain people didn't.
I'm saying if y'all was married, that's like where they.
But I'm saying if you work all that shit out before you even get married,
Right.
so you wouldn't even. You might even have no debt. Like y'all might be square. Right. You do all that before you even get married, so. Y'all union is like set in stone and perfect. Like,
Matter of fact, I apologize. I think we started this off wrong. Like, not even like would you get married today? Just the idea. It's just the idea. The idea of the state of marriage, or the idea of marriage itself. Like, I think it's perfect. Just think people fucked up. I think the system.
No, I'm cool with the way that the conversation developed because this is important. know what I mean? Especially for me, who some of the shit y'all talking about, I had no idea about. Like, so I'm learning and taking it in. But we were standing at the base level of getting married.
Another thing that I think that we do wrong is that as people, we evolve with the times, but we don't evolve our traditions. Like, we stay stuck in our traditions are in the past.
Yeah.
We don't evolve with the times. Like, we try to be traditional and progressive.
Right.
Like, so if back then the marriage was set up the way it was because women wasn't a big part of the workforce and they couldn't like do for themselves, why is it still set up the same way and written the law for it written the same way if we've written it equals now? Because like they can say what they want, but like when men go sign on that dotted line for a job and the chick goes sign, it's salary be the fucking same. So like where the pay differential come from? The pay differential come from like say I'm a doctor, woman, and my demand is higher. Like people is coming to this hospital more to see me. Then yeah, they're gonna pay me more because I'm bringing more money to the hospital.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But the same thing if you was bringing more money to the hospital, whatever. Like,
Yeah, the pay differential. Like,
And
they should have been debunked because
it's all about
hours work.
skilled pay. No,
Yeah, it's all about hours work.
It's skilled pay. I mean skilled jobs. Like low skilled jobs gonna get low pay. It don't matter how many hours you put in.
Right.
Like if you paying a high skill, even if you're not doing the work, high skilled jobs get high pay. So like you can have a job where the job itself really ain't shit, but it take a lot of skill to do a 10-minute job. You getting paid tens of thousands of dollars for the minutes that you working.
I mean, the pay differential come from, I mean, as a part of that, but skill and hours work and type of job that they go for.
Yeah.
So like we know that women dominate the healthcare industry and education. And education isn't 24, like it's not year round. Like you obviously gotta take months off in the summer and shit. So yeah. So it's a combination of that and hours work. Men typically work way more hours than women do when it comes to just work, depending on what kind of work you do, but we work more hours.
Right, but even in the health field, they pick the lower skilled jobs. Like it's more male doctors than there are female.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying.
Nurses?
Yeah, I mean, but
Dominant,
they predominantly nurses. Like
the lower of the job,
the lower the skill. Like, and I'm not saying that being an RN or something is a low skilled job, but
No, not at all.
compared to being a surgeon, it is. Like,
Yeah.
That's just like
Compared to
an MD to a surgeon. Nigga, you ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Like you don't do shit. You tell somebody, hey, you might want to take a Tylenol. He actually saves your life.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
That's why they get paid 60 and he get paid damn near 200.
And just I want to finish off the marriage topic real quick. Meek, you say you wanted to get married, right?
I absolutely want to get married one day. I always look forward to getting married.
Why?
I saw what my grandpa had. I always wanted that. I mean, something different than
That's nothing.
being
Not to
brought up
cut
in
you
a
off.
single home.
But Bruce said the same thing. That's what it comes to for most of us. Like our grandparents was all like I don't know about you, Aaron, but I just like me and Bruce.
It was different for me. I never really met. You feel me? When I was old enough, it was just my grandma.
But your parents, you had that within your parents at some point until
Yeah.
your dad passed.
And I'm just saying that.
Yeah, but that's because I was so young again. So all that experience, God, all of that experience missed me because I was so young. I was about to turn 8 when my dad passed.
Nah, yeah, but see, I didn't have my mom and dad at that, so my grandpa took that role.
Right. And that's what Bruce was getting at. Like, we kind of, and I don't know about you, bro, but our grandparents were like basically married. Like the older generation was married. So we try to, what we all try to do, it seems like, is emulate what they had, obviously. But it's like what Bruce just said. But it's just like what Bruce just said, though. Times have changed, things are evolved, and we want the traditional thing, but the world's not traditional anymore.
Right.
Women mostly aren't traditional anymore.
Right, just like they say, you should be a virgin before you're married. Like, you gotta find that. I mean,
Yo, but like, nowadays, you know, the way you giving out too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't keep it none of that. Like,
You gotta check out this cow.
He said the virgin before marriage.
That's hilarious.
But-
That's hilarious to me, though.
But
Them just saying people
right,
was sold up.
I don't think like you can say that it's unreasonable for men, because we are not the ones that require it. We're required to be porn stars every time. So my thing is, they expect us to not be virgins from the jump. We asking y'all to be, they asking us not to be. So it's like.
I never get that argument where like I be watching some
So you can't like look at men and say,
some
oh
women
y'all
get
dogs and hoes.
Right.
Y'all want y'all nigga to be the greatest.
Right, y'all want y'all nigga to be tough. Like, you want
and it's like,
nigga
come on.
to treat you like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a twisted philosophy. It's
be a version that comes from the grip and just knowing all the moves.
Right.
Like, to try this out.
That's why you gotta get a girl.
You want me to be a shaky ass
Y'all work
nigga?
out your relationship together.
Touch you and shit when I don't even know what I'm doing.
Because you know some things that you picked up and learned might not be what she needs to get to the end of her mission.
That's 100%.
So now y'all gotta get together and work it out.
Right,
But you gotta base.
where girls be learning.
It's just like working
That'd be
out.
like-
It's base exercises. It's a base, and you learn more for that. Every female is very different.
The only base to sex is sticking it in.
Nah.
That's true. That's fucking true.
True. But everything else. But listen.
okay,
I think the problem with sex is ego. Like everybody just have this pride and ego because if somebody just tell you that they don't like that, like if you used to tell a girl, this ain't it, or not that way because you ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but like she's gonna be hurt, feel some type of way, and it's like you just look at like men are just easy to please. Most women think that too. Most women just think that like because niggas can just jerk off and get nut, that it's like when it's time for sex that you basic and that shit is like they ain't gotta do nothing. They can just be zombies. Don't have to do nothing. You get treated in.
But
bro, if you're a zombie, if you're not for me, I don't give a fuck how other niggas look. If you're not interactive, you're not somebody that's also looking to please the partner. I'm here to get mines and I'm going. I don't care.
I 100% feel that.
I don't care how you feel.
That-
I don't give a fuck if that
that-
shit lasted 15 seconds. I got here to get me and I'm gone.
Listen, you better get yours before I get mine.
Right.
When I get mine,
If you just want to take like sex for you, it's a man pleasing you, then I'm cool.
Yeah, sex is about y'all getting together to
Please
achieve
each
a
other.
common goal.
Yeah.
And that's for both of y'all to reach that spot. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it is easier for a man to get there, but it's different. Like, no. Busting the nut ain't the same as actually being satisfied. Like,
The nut ain't the same as actually being satisfied. Like,
I don't know if it's the same for y'all niggas.
Oh, hell no.
Like, ain't the same, man.
It be
Because, like,
it be
if you want to get some stuff, you ain't get like, yeah, you get some Gucci, that shit is
See you
like,
in 3 minutes.
Just
Like,
feel
what
like-
you talking about? Like,
But it's that good when you can't walk on a whole.
that's it. That it ain't as good.
I'll
It's
be
not
back
as
in-
good.
I'll be back in
You
3
trying to
minutes.
get your dick sucking, had to get Gucci as a, nah, you can have some pussy though.
Yeah.
That shit's not as
that's
good.
not a trade-off.
It's not a trade-off because I wanted my dick sucked.
So you trade getting yourself pleasure and the pleasure in her. Like, that's not a trade-off.
Not a trade-off at all.
But if you
But they look at
sacrifice
you like
only
you just
pleasure
a
in
dog,
yourself to pleasure in both of y'all, that's a trade-off to me.
Oh, for sure.
Like, long as we in it as a team, that's all, you know?
For sure.
Because when there ain't no food in the house, I better not be the only one starving.
And that's the part
Makes sense.
where I'm really upset about growing and aging, being progressive and learning more. Yo, I think the more you learn, the more you get depressed. Because when you was a dickhead ass teen and you know shit, life was fun. And it was just, everything was fun. The more you learn, the more shit got depressing.
Oh, yeah.
The
that's
more
true.
the woke you got, the more you like, oh, fuck.
Yo,
Like,
The only thing that killed me was
no, bro, it's not technology. You know what technology is?
Back in the day, how happy it was not knowing what's going on.
Technology just lets you learn all of that shit.
Technology was the white man's weakness. Because they told you, hey, these niggas ain't opening notebooks. Niggas start plastering that shit on pages. Like, you know, and the niggas is learning shit. Now niggas is reaching out to go find their own, like, whatever they want to learn. And
Yeah, but now you.
now the world depressed. Whole world depressed. We need idiots out here. Nah, we're right. Idiots make the world go.
That's what it is.
Fools make the world go, bro. I'm about to be a fool.
They're the only people that
They have
God
fun, bro.
love fools and babies, right?
Bless them motherfuckers. That's why comedians, all of them niggas going to heaven. They make the world better, yo.
I don't know about Chris Rock. You seen Will did to him? That looked like a heavenly moment to me.
Nah, I was all looked at that thing and kept joking.
Yeah, stumble like.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
so
you
you
like
had-
220, you slapped the 160 nigga. Like,
So
the
you
full
had-
force ain't coming down on him.
He ain't
Stop
flinched.
pushing.
And he ain't flinched.
Just let it
Listen,
down.
Will just slapped me.
That Chris Rock's face don't look like something that's been slapped a lot. Like,
Yeah,
like
he a comedian.
no, what I'm saying is his face is built for that type of abuse.
Yeah, and he got
So,
it.
like,
He a comedian. That happened, bro. Like, you think that's the first one?
Right? Why you like?
Yo, Mark, you got to juke with this shit, nigga.
I'm gonna be real though. I don't like people who like. I don't like. Listen, Will Smith had his moment first week or so. He had his moment of people slandering or whatever. I guess it was rightfully so. Now it's just like niggas is going, they dragging it, doing too much. He had a moment of weakness. Fuck it. Like they said, you gonna judge a person in their weakest moment or on how they are on a daily basis. So it's like, fuck it.
No, I'm gonna judge you by your weakest moment.
I ain't gonna judge you by your weakest moment.
Because
your
the
weakest
reason
moment.
why is because when you with me and you come to your weakest moment, how are you gonna do me? I seen what you do in your weakest moment. You throw everybody under the bus.
That nigga ain't
why-
got nobody under the bus.
I'm just not you. I'm just saying personally. You see somebody in their weak moments, throw niggas under the bus, step on niggas to make it up higher and all that. So when you around me and I catch you in your weakest moment, where am I gonna fit in there? Am I gonna be that one under the bus while you driving it? So like if I know that's how you react in them time of needs.
Nigga got his knees out with no lotion on the one knee.
In the wild, 2.2 seconds, like.
But nah, the marriage tip.
He swiped after the lotion that one up.
Love it. I just wish we could find more people more women that didn't think it all dudes just wanted to use and abuse them. That's all. Like, I honestly think it was a big flip, yeah? Like, it happened bro, it happened like 2010. And right around that time, that shit was like, dudes just got their shit together out of nowhere. And the bitches was like, it's too late. Like, that shit was like, it's too late. I'm trying to get money.
How about the women that's fucking proposing to men?
Don't do that to me.
How about that?
Don't
Because that's the thing. And we can talk about that in marriage too. It's really men out here getting proposed to.
If my girl come to me and propose,
I'm telling her no.
I'm gonna give her a big scream and I'm gonna put that ring on and I'm gonna ask her when the date is.
I'm telling her no. For the simple fact that
that's a great segue.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say no. But only reason I didn't ask her myself already is because I'm not that I'm not like inside, but I'm not there yet. Like I'm not ready, finance, mentally, anything. I'm not there yet. I'm not in a place where being tied together, like I want her to be able to walk. Things go left. I'm not there yet. Fuck it. Nope.
Baron.
Yo.
A female proposed to you. How you feel about that?
I don't know.
I don't care. We progressive though. If I was there, we was ready, all that shit.
Oh yeah, let's.
What? Y'all gonna see me on Instagram? Like, look at this.
But you gotta be. If you gonna do it, you might as well be funny.
Niggas got a video like, oh my god.
I got call my mom.
So yeah, let me segue. Let me do real quick. I was out ordering pizza for because niggas bitching, just him. But that was a good question. So if someone just asked the niggas, we know Rel don't want to get married, but Bruce said,
But he just answered that though. He just said if his girl had proposed to him, he would it.
You would?
He said, I'm not proposing marriage.
You did ask? You would?
I did ask. If my girl come to me and say, let's get married.
She changed their dynamic. She changed their dynamic now. It's not what he thought it was. Like, oh shit, I thought it was good. It's cool. I ain't got no beef. You the right one for me.
Hey, look, if that's how he gets.
Cause I'm not here.
They gotta be forcing me. They gotta
I'm not here to leave her. Like she is my heart. So if that's what my heart wants, my heart get it.
Okay.
But if she don't speak up, then we be here together.
Because you know women do have a thing to where they break because you're on this knowledge on it, but so it's like you got a space there.
Yeah. He said I don't want it. So, we don't need it. But not saying I don't reject it. I don't want it.
So women have a way of bringing forward things like that, like marriage. If she comes to you and she like, yo, I want to get married.
And I will say,
if you found out it was a ploy to take you for everything you had, then you'd be salty later, like, damn.
I would say, brother, but your situation.
I'm the nigga that's trying to get married.
You like in a unique situation though. Like
I think I found
you actually in a most unique situation.
Nah, you do got one, cause bro, you have a situation where it's like everybody would think y'all married because of like what you expect out of a marriage. or what you expect marriage to be. That's what y'all are already. Y'all just don't have a paper that says that.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
I know, and that's what you were saying the whole time. That's exactly what y'all got already.
And I say it to say, like, so most of us here would not accept our girls proposing to us because, like, if we keep it a being, like, a dude not proposing means that he's probably not ready or don't want to.
Yeah, that's
like,
fine.
that's what it is.
It's not that I don't
But
want
it's different for Rel because he just not interested in it. So there's a difference between not being interested and not being ready. So for us, like, my girl proposed to me, no, because like, not because I don't want you. Like,
if I was ready, I'd propose.
I'm ready. Yeah, if I was ready, you know what I mean? If I felt like we were ready,
I'm not procrastinating.
I would have done it. Yeah. And I think that goes for all of us.
That's
I think that goes for all of us. Like, if we was ready.
on this side.
See, like, yeah, me and my girl, we got a piece of paper. It's about like this big, this wide, and it literally said on here, we married. She signed it, I signed it.
Alright, go take it to Nana and get it notarized.
Right, that's all. But like,
But shit, my mama notarizer, go get you.
So it's his girl. That's why I say go
notarize. Right, but like, you know, it is what it is because she got my heart, and she know that, and I got her heart, and I know that. Right. So it's nothing anybody.
You know why? That's
decent
because it's married people that don't know that.
But only because you said it don't matter about love, but what about everything else though? Because you that's what you said.
But everything else
love.
comes
So is
together.
everything else cool?
It fell into place.
Like for you, where you think that you would be cool with it?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of we got to work out the business part, but other than that, everything in our relationship is cool with moving forward into the marriage stage.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just got a few things that we got to take off the business.
My nigga, that shit.
It might not be today, but next week, we need about 7 days to talk about our business. We gotta get that worked out.
7 days. If I was to get married in 7 days, it'd be the equivalent to traveling to Punk Hazard, my nigga. That shit would be over. Like,
Anime niggas don't get it. I don't know why people
I just said, like, it'd be over. It'd be a fucking head, bro. I'd be walking, setting myself up for failure. Yeah. That's my reason of saying no.
See, it's like we at Whole Cake Island, you know.
I feel like
that's
a different energy.
References. Niggas don't get it.
But that's a different energy, and I respect that.
I dabble a little bit.
Take the fuck out of here.
Go look at my Netflix.
Go look at my Netflix. No, it's not. Netflix got some good stuff, but
Nah, they updated.
I said I dabble.
They updated. Okay. They updated past all the best. They put like the next 3-4 arcs on that joint.
Real quick though, it's like, all right, you know, your girl proposed to you, just say yes. Then when y'all get home, tell her what.
No.
That's gonna break her heart.
Listen,
It's gonna break her
no, I don't care if I break her heart in private. It's about what happens.
No,
in
that's
public.
gonna break her heart in public because then all her friends and
Yeah, because then they could be like,
That phone is already high tech, bro. It's already high tech.
So you get that one day, you know, she looking sexy and shit in her fly ass dress and all that. Y'all inside the restaurant and then she like, will you marry me? You be like, no.
Bro, in that situation, if you,
Bro,
I'm not gonna say no.
I think
you gonna stand her up and explain her though.
Listen, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, I think we try to look for a good way to do this. There is one.
That's why I'm telling you,
no
rejection is a rejection.
Bro, that's what I said. There is no good way to do it, but at the end of the day, like he said, bro, if I'm not ready, bro, I'm not gonna take you down this path. I'm gonna hurt you. You feel me?
Yeah.
You're gonna be even more hurt.
Right,
by
you're gonna
me
be
saying
so hurt.
yes.
Like,
Yeah, because you know women care about what everybody thinks.
Planned out and all of this.
It's about that height.
It's okay.
And I don't meet your expectations.
I'm not gonna let you get that.
Bro, you can be the greatest man in the fucking world. You can make the most money in the world. But if it's not what she expected, it ain't enough. So it don't matter.
I know about that.
So I'm not about to set myself up for that at all. At all. So it's
And you
no. Why would you get down there?
Other people think, bro. So
she
like,
gonna set it up. Women gonna try to make it cute and romantic
For
like they
her
do.
though, cause I know she's gonna feel so embarrassed that she's out in public.
Bro, guess what, bro? Guess what, bro?
It don't matter. You rejected her marriage is over. Period.
Bro.
Yeah, it is over.
I don't care how she feels.
Yeah, for them,
It's over.
It's over. Why I can let it be over in the privacy of her own home?
Nah, bro.
She
Where
ended
were-
it.
Hold on, bro.
She ended it. Where's the telling her no?
I'm like, damn, she just dropped
girlfriend. What you doing?
You know what? That might work if we didn't have social media.
Yeah, everybody taking pictures.
Right, because you know what?
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it so
Bro,
hard.
that TikTok gonna be like wham, wham. Bitch getting down so many
And
times.
then it's gonna be like, yes, and we
Right,
gonna be
and
cool.
that shit gonna
And then we
Like,
gonna.
yes, and we
But who all of these people who put her on their TikTok shit.
That shit gonna be like, then he played her because like
They're gonna be like, they were looking for like where the marriage at.
Who's them? They don't know that. These random people putting this in their stories. They don't know.
Alright,
The
we
only-
can ask them, like, if a rejection was on the table, like,
What would
how
you rather do?
Yeah, how would you want
Would
somebody
you rather
to
get
feel about
rejected
it?
out in public?
Would you rather a dude tell you from the start, like, no, like,
question.
no.
bro, I don't wanna hear their opinion. They tell you they want a good nigga and choose the bad nigga. How they gonna take
They
that?
tell you they want a
They
white
don't know.
nigga, and they gonna fuck this.
Bro, they don't know. They want a rich dude. They don't know.
They tell you they want you to stay home all day, and then they yelling at you for being broke.
And they know they're hungry and don't know where they want to eat.
They tell you they hate you and don't want to see you, and then the next thing you know, they under you. They don't know. Why am I asking them? Why are you asking them, bro?
You still gotta ask
Well, they be like, is this cute? They be like, is this cute? You be like, yeah, they were the opposite.
Right? Bro,
That's bad.
can I tell you? This is some shit. Bro, this is some shit.
He was good at it, bro.
Oh God.
A girl ever asked you, like, opinion about her outfit, and then, like, ignore you to then ask a female what she thought about it?
Yes.
She's trying to be, when she's
Yes.
trying to interest men, and it's like, yo, I'm the man in the room, yo. Like, we don't like that shit. We don't care what you think. Why you trying to go out and
That
attract men?
shit is fucking.
But you trying to go out and,
blasphemy.
you can say you're not, but you only do it and dress like this in situations where there's men around. And it's like, when there's all women around, you don't act and dress this way. When it's, no, they act crazy and all that, but it's a different energy. Like women, like bro, chicks wear what they want, period. But at the end of the day, women they also have an agenda on why they do things. They ain't just putting bro. A lot of chicks is just putting makeup on because they ugly. They want to see something pretty.
What?
I'm sorry. But like,
Oh, now you care about people's feelings.
Listen. Me telling somebody, me telling somebody that they ugly, that's me. Acknowledging that somebody don't know what the fuck they talking about isn't me. That's like me just making a stupid observation. That's different. Like me just saying, yo, that person's ugly, that's some mean shit. Because that's just my observation. Somebody else might not think so. So I ain't have to do that. That's why I said I apologize for that. But
I ain't gonna say it unless you ask.
fuck that. When you paint a new face on, I ain't talking about no highlights like, you know, some people put on like eyeliner and shit like that, lip gloss, you know. I'm talking about when you design a new face and that joint ain't yours. Or it's yours because you own it.
Go
But
watch episode 3. We covered this.
when you
But
design
Bruce
this joint,
wasn't there.
I don't want to hear that you ugly. Cause you won't even wear your own face in public. Yo, you know what's crazy? Fuck that. Same thing. I hate it. It be dudes in relationships with women and they will tell them like, yo, you are beautiful. I like you this way. And women will, audacity, will be telling these niggas like, oh, because of society and how other men view women. Like, what do that fucking matter?
Yeah,
if you in a
yeah.
relationship, you got a partner, I slap a bitch.
Right, that means,
Like,
that means you're already trying to
I
entertain
ain't gonna
someone
say
else.
that. I'm just talking about audacity wise.
That means she chasing
I'm out. I'm
means she
leaving
looking for
for
something.
the simple fact that what am I here for if you so worried about
Right.
what
The next
just like
nigga.
you in a relationship with a chick and she's worried about what how other men view her.
Oh yeah, that's a bad joke right
What
there.
do it matter?
Guess what, baby? You can wrap it up right now. We done.
Guess what, baby?
But then they go with
wrap it up.
but then they tell you it's not for them in that same conversation. Like this is how men view women and then say, oh, I do it for myself. Bitch, what are you talking to? Like, what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
we covered that. Yeah.
Like you're not gonna say it's for you, but you're doing it because society views it a
It's the
way.
same. It's the
He
same
needed
deal.
to be here.
We literally, yeah, we
He
literally
needed
said
to
that.
be
Yeah,
here for that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's
We
just
literally said
weird,
that. Like,
bro.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing for everything else. Ass shots, the same thing.
Dudes
but
need to walk,
Yeah,
bro.
they just done ass shots. The same
Dudes
thing.
gotta walk on that, bro. At the end of the day, no matter how much you care about somebody, that is like
thousands of dollars to go get her
Am I
ass and
crazy?
stomach done.
Ever since we had
Yeah,
that.
but like you married to this man, so why?
so you took resources.
They could have went to the house,
Bro.
Go get your ass
Yeah,
and titties
Bro,
done.
it depends on the. I'm sorry.
No,
on
you
that-
wasn't
doing
on
that
that
for
same
your
thing.
man.
On that same
You
thing,
wasn't
right?
doing that for your man,
If
though.
you're a single woman and you looking at that as an investment because you about to be a prostitute, because that's what it is. But if you about to be a prostitute,
That's cool.
and you about to
You
use
ain't
that
got
as
your
investment,
uniform.
I wouldn't even look at you no type of way.
Right, you
but
ain't
if
got
you
your-
ain't got your body done,
Except
and you
for-
at the bottom of the fucking barrel, and Like, you saved your money up, you do whatever you
Only people that
can,
had
do
their
whatever.
bodies done was prostitutes and strippers and stuff, and that was with the niggas.
No,
like,
that's
so then-
a lot of, but now because of society and
A lot of these chicks
standards,
out here getting.
people is just
like,
getting,
that's now.
everybody in the
but
hospital
from the
getting this
beginning
shit
of the
stuff.
time,
Like,
it was
everybody,
just like,
bro, that shit just like, that's where,
Alright, is it just me? Because like ever since we had that conversation about ass shots and all that, I feel like I've seen more BBLs recently, and maybe because it's hot in the summer.
Nah.
I feel like I've
them
seen so
joints crazy
many
out.
more
Nah.
recently now.
Bro, everybody I work with, she's like, well, I'm about to go get my shit done. And at the end of the day, I be like,
I feel like that
yo,
shit is
what I be
exposed. I see
thinking,
it a lot.
I don't know what it is. This is like, y'all looking at the women that's like the outliers that's getting shit like, oh, the chick that met Chris Brown, that also is fucking gorgeous. If she didn't get her body done, she still would have probably got Chris Brown because she's fucking gorgeous. Or whatever man, whatever idol that they chasing. Is that they trying to be outliers? Because it don't work like that. Like, you might be a chick that get flown over Dubai for the camel
They
sex
get
and
shit
shit.
on. Yeah,
No,
they get
extra
shit on.
shit, like for a quick 50, 40,000, but you ain't about to beat nobody and nobody about to
Them niggas must shit in bitches' face.
nobody gonna marry him.
Yo, I look at everybody different now because I know a lot of bitches that went over to Dubai, and it's like, y'all ain't going your own money either. So it's like, yeah, I know y'all was getting over there doing nasty shit, and then y'all coming back here and treating men like y'all objects of affect, like to be lusted after, and it's like, niggas is shitting on y'all, literally, like you getting paid 50,000 for a prince to shit on you, and you like, I don't care. I deal with shit from these niggas in here. It's like,
I got 80 bands from it.
bro, I mean, if that's how you gonna look
Well,
at
she
it.
looking at it that she getting paid, and when she was doing it, she wasn't
She got
getting
80
paid.
bands?
But that's if
But
that's how you want to view it. That's up to
Even in
you.
the long run, women that think like that, even when they like, oh, I'm a boss bitch, I'm not dealing with no broke niggas. At the end of the day, they end up dealing with a nigga that they gotta pay for.
Yeah, that's always how it is, bro.
So it's like, your values and views gonna set you up.
You ain't no fucking
Because the
respect
type of
for that.
men that you want is like, the fuck.
I ain't gonna react. I ain't
Even
gonna
if
respect you for
somebody
that.
from the street, they like, bitch, the fuck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna respect you. I
Like-
never respect. As a man, I ain't gonna never respect you for that shit. Like what?
I mean, there is some niggas that's like controlling that'll be like, they don't care if they girl prostitutes and shit like that, because they, as long as they profit from it. But I don't know what they are. I ain't gonna say they men, they males. But cause like, that's just some weird shit.
Fuck all of that.
Like, as a man, if you got something that you like, you putting your mouth on that, you cool sharing it?
You might as well be a
You
pimp, bro.
wild, bro.
See, like, that's what people don't understand, the difference between a female and a lady and a man and a gentleman.
Yeah,
Like, it's certain things that you gotta do to be considered a lady.
A lady.
Just because you 40 years old don't make you a lady.
I mean,
You're
that's
still out here doing shit your daughter do. You out here trying to party with your daughter.
And-
You are not a lady.
and that's still us changing the definition, because a lady is nobility. She comes from a noble home. And none of these bitches that. It's just like ain't none of us dukes, nigga. Like, we can't
That's
have
right.
ladies, and how the fuck you have a lady you ain't no duke? Like,
But what I'm saying is, in like, because like you said, times have changed.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily meaning being of a noble
Yeah.
birth. But you
I
have
look at it
to
as the
carry
equivalent.
yourself.
Yeah, a lady is to me, a lady is the equivalent of a gentleman.
Right, you could be a lady and come from anywhere, but it's how you carry yourself. Don't carry yourself like no dumbass whore and tell niggas, oh, I'm a woman, I'm a lady.
You
No.
can't say that word, dumbass prostitute.
My fault, you're right, dumbass prostitute. I apologize.
That's a bad word.
I think
That's a bad word.
No, you two got certain words.
This Joan does never
Yeah.
be talked about her ages after we post this.
I'm gonna cut it here. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna come back with whatever type of topic it is.